Welcome back to SkywayTj, guys. It's been a minute, but you know, I'm back. Do you like my new setup? We got a new chair. So, since there's no new movies coming out, and I don't really have anything to review coming out from the theaters, I wanted to do a new series called Throwback Theater, where I look back at movies that have come out in the past, and I give you my honest takes on them, give you some fun facts, some production notes, the legacy of the movie, stuff like that. And I was going to call that Throwback Theater, and I thought for the first episode today we could talk about Back to the Future, one of my, you know, all-time favorite films. So without further ado, let's talk about Back to the Future. So to start off and give you some basic information about the movie, Back to the Future is directed by Robert Zemeckis, and it came out in 1985. It stars some of the most prolific actors, I think, of the time. We got Michael J. Fox as Marty McFly, Christopher Lloyd as Emmett Doc Brown. You got Leah Thompson as Lorraine Baines, or Lorraine McFly. You got Crispin Glover as George McFly, and you got Thomas F. Wilson as Biff Tannen, the bully. The basic synopsis of the movie, in case you don't know, Marty McFly is best friends with this eccentric scientist named Doc Brown, and one day Doc creates a time machine, and he wants Marty to help him test it out. They go to a mall in the middle of the night, and they're testing it, but then Doc gets attacked by people that he ripped off to build the time machine, so Marty has no choice but to escape in the time machine, and it accidentally sends him back to 1955. This year is pivotal to his series because that's when his parents met, and through a series of stupid mistakes, Marty makes his parents not meet, and unless he gets them together at the Under the Sea dance, then Marty will cease to exist, and he will, you know, not be around anymore. That's bad. So Marty and Doc of 1955, since the Doc in 1985 didn't come with Marty, they have to find a way to get their parents together and get Marty back to the future, hence the title. It's very good, and it's so action-packed, and the music by Alan Silvestri is just so goddamn good. Back to the Future is just so good. The first Back to the Future had a budget of $19 million, which I don't know the conversion rate, but that doesn't seem like that much even on today's standards. But it pulled in $389.1 million at the box office. And if you ask me, that's a very high, you know, increase of money. It's very good. I feel like that makes this movie a success. It spent 11 weeks at #1 in the box office, and overall it was the 4th highest opening weekend in 1985. So that's pretty cool. It won Best Sound Effects and Editing at the 58th Academy Awards. So that's cool that the movie won an Oscar. And something interesting I found out, it was highly influential on skateboarding culture. Apparently skateboarding in the 80s was like in its infancy stage, but this movie had a very big influence on skateboarder culture, and it, you know, gained popularity from that. So I think that's pretty cool. It's also highly influential on other stuff in pop culture. Rick and Morty, if you didn't know, started off as a basic parody of Back to the Future, and it evolved into the phenomenon that is Rick and Morty now. Stranger Things pays homage to it in season 3 of the show, and in Ready Player One, which is also directed by Spielberg, he produced Back to the Future. Yeah, in Ready Player One, the DeLorean is highly focused on, and it's just one of the biggest pop culture conglomerates out there. I found 2 fun facts that are kind of interesting about the movie. Michael J. Fox almost wasn't Marty McFly, which I can't even imagine. He was too busy filming his TV show, what was it called? Family Ties. So they gave the role to Eric Stoltz, but Eric Stoltz apparently did not fit the role right, and they really wanted Michael J. Fox to do it, so they worked out an agreement where as long as his Family Ties schedule wasn't conflicted with, he could be Marty McFly, and thank God that happened, because I couldn't imagine anyone else as Marty McFly. And another one, apparently early drafts of the script, the time machine wasn't the classic DeLorean that we know, but it was a, you know, fridge or refrigerator. So that's just weird to me. Well, guys, that's the basic rundown of Back to the Future. It's one of my favorite films of all time, and it was so highly popular that it got 2 sequels. Back to the Future Part 2 released in 1989, and Part 3, which was filmed at the same time as 2, was released in 1990. So in future episodes of Throwback Theater, we're going to focus on those. Let me know in the comments if there's any movie you want me to focus on. I already have plans to do the entire Jurassic Park series, Star Wars, anything that came out, you know, before now that's not coming out in the future. You get it. Any movie in the past that you want me to focus on, I will try to watch and try to do for you guys. If you like this type of content, guys, please drop that like and subscribe for more. I will make videos as often as I can. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there. Bye.